What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Bojanian Plays playthrough, I suppose, of Tekken 6, right? It's been a while, and in between that time, I haven't done anything Tekken related, in all honesty. The last thing I released was my combo video of E.ANNA version beta, right? And wow, like, I am literally in awe, like in shock almost, because I'm like, I just, you know, obviously it really goes to show like just how much love, you know, the Tekken community has, and also just how much love in general the E.ANNA community has, right? Because that video is like my most watched video of all time, with like, I think it's like 13,000 odd views like since I last checked, and that's fucking crazy to me, you know. And it's like, yeah, again, it just really goes to show like just how much you guys care about Tekken, you know, obviously. And I'm happy to have been able to do something that is, you know, like an homage. I don't know if that's the right word, but like, you know, to offer something of a little kind of bit of a contribution towards you guys and, you know, your love for Tekken and Tekken as a whole. But so, you know, that video has a lot of views on it, and I just wanted to say at the beginning of this video, before getting into anything else, thank you very much, you know, from the bottom of my heart. Like, again, it's crazy to me, but thank you so much for all of the support and yeah, checking out my video, you know. It's crazy, man. But anyway, so it's been a couple months with kind of no news from me, I suppose, in terms of what I've been doing. Again, in all honesty, I haven't really been doing anything Tekken related, although I have gotten some things together, hopefully just in time for Tekken 7 release. So I've been like kind of like scrambling around for the past few days, just getting like, you know, getting a few things together and getting this video out before Tekken 7, you know, comes out. In like, from time of recording, it's like 3 days, but I'm sure that like once I've uploaded this, it'll be like two days or even like 1 day. But like, so not a lot of time. But either way, I still thought that I would get this out before Tekken 7 dropped, because I'm excited as hell, you know. Like, I can't wait for that game. It looks so cool. I've been watching like tournaments, you know. What was the latest one? Combo Breaker. I watched that. Crazy, you know. Just like so much hype, and like the game looks so cool, you know. And all of the various YouTubers, you know, the Tekken YouTubers that I follow, like, they're all kind of really hype about the game. So yeah, just a few more days, guys, and we will get Tekken 7. So yeah, so without further ado, in this video, I will basically be explaining what I've been doing in terms of the codes, and you know, in terms of the E.ANNA codes, and actually I'll be releasing one kind of, I guess, last version of the codes, which will include most of the components that you saw in my latest combo video. So unfortunately, I'll start off with the bad news, is that like I wasn't able to complete the rage art. You know, the rage art is like a really finicky piece of code to write, particularly if you're going off of nothing. You know, I just literally, you know, was like, hey, hit them with 4-4-2 and then do like 3-3-2 into Aphrodite scorn, you know, like. But the actual programming of that code, like, there's just so much complexity to it, and yeah, I just haven't had the time to look at it, you know. So unfortunately, the rage art, which was showcased in my combo video, is not going to be in this version of the codes that I release, you know, on this video. So unfortunately, no rage art, but there is rage drive. So the rage drive, sorry, is in here. You know, it's in here, and you can play around with it and get it to work. Yeah. So you have the rage drive. you know. So you can play around with that. So the rage drive is in there. Also, whoops, let me go on defensive training. Also, the Power Crush, or Power Crash, I'm not actually sure which one it is, I think it's Power Crush. But the Power Crush is in there. Right. So, the Power Crush is in there. So you can play around with that as well. So yeah, the Power Crush is in there. Forward, 1+2. And actually, since the combo video itself, like, I know some people have dropped in comments with, you know, their thoughts and also like a few suggestions, and I have had a look at them, and basically I have implemented some of the, you know, the suggestions that you guys have made. So I'll get it to work. So I've also added forward 4 as a Power Crush. As you can see, like, unfortunately, yeah, it does a shit ton of damage because the counter hit clean counter hit, right? So it does take half the opponent's life bar, which is kind of a bit unfair. But like, again, I just included it because, you know, one of the commenters who's been, you know, offering a lot of suggestions asked me to, well, you know, kind of was like, you know, how about forward 4? So like, I decided to add this in there so you can kind of have a go with it. As you can see, like, the Power Crush code is, I used like the template off of Sadamitsu's version of the Power Crush, you know, the ones he has on his website. So like, effectively how it works is, I don't think it works exactly how the Tekken 7 one works, in that, like, I think for the Tekken 7 one, I'm not exactly sure because I've never played the game or anything like that. Just from what I've observed is, like, I think that in Tekken 7, like, the window for the armor actually is longer, whereas in this version, like, it's only for the starting frames of the move. So like, so if you do it too early, it's not going to, you're going to get hit out of it, you know. But yeah, I also have Aphrodite Scorn, so that's 3 Power Crushes that you guys can play around with. I also have the version from Cat Stance, so you can play around with that as well, you know. You know, so you can like kind of do all kinds of shit. You know, I don't know if I can get them to react quickly enough here, but let's say I go into Cat Stance and the hit stun's too thingy, but like, yeah, you know, you can play around because like sometimes you get into Cat Stance, and obviously now you have an armor move or a Power Crush move out of Cat Stance. With Cat Stance 2+3 or Aphrodite Scorn. Right. So 3 Power Crush moves. Have fun with them. Also, you know, people have been, you know, one suggestion that quite a few people have made was to add a screw move, namely quarter circle forward 3-2. So I've added that. That is what it looks like, and I've also included it with the code, so, you know, feel free to play with that. I've also, you know, so basically this version of the codes that I'm releasing is basically, I've added a version that's just like the version that you've seen in the combo video, where it's just, you know, forward 1+2 as the Power Crush, and also, you know, just the Rage Drive. As you can see, I've also added a, well, okay, so basically, okay, I'll get into this, but like, you know, I've added a code where you can have Rage on all the time. So if you activate that code, you can just keep, you know, you can just practice like Rage Drive combos, you know, in practice mode. Yeah, so like, I just went, you know, this version, I guess, is more or less like an E.ANNA party edition, right? So like, you know, the beta version was like, you know, basically the moves that I thought at the time were, you know, appropriate for E.ANNA if, you know, if she were to be a legitimate like Tekken 7 character, which again, still fingers crossed, you know, the game's coming out soon, so, you know, we can only hope, right? But like, either way, so, but like, you know, but I'm also including a version where like I'm adding basically just like a ton of shit. So like, I'm adding every move that could conceivably be, you know, a screw move. So you know, you can do, you know, that kind of thing. Back two. There'll be a full list of all of the screw moves, but like, you know, I can kind of go through them quickly here. So back two. You could even do like, the second hit is also a screw move. So like sometimes you can get funky stuff like you can hit them twice after. If I do it here, yeah, it's kind of weird, but like, but again, you know, yeah. So back two. What else is there? All of the moves that have this on the end of it. So, whoops. Oh, okay, that was weird. Oh yeah, okay, that's a bit of a glitch, but yeah, it's meant to be just a regular, yeah, that move, but like unfortunately, I think it's because of, yeah, because I mean it's a variation off of this string, so like that unfortunately also screws. But so there's that. What else is there? Let me just have a quick look actually. There is long list here. 442. Okay, these are all the ones that are already existing. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, all of the moves that have this on the end of it. You know. Oh, that one as well. But yeah. So yeah, like. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so that's one. Is there anything I'm missing? I think that might be it actually. Back two, back four. And that's it. So like, you know, all of the moves that could conceivably be screw moves I've added, you know, for you guys to check out. You know. Yeah, that's obviously that's not possible because I did 2 rage drives in a row. But like, you know, you can like it's a party edition, you know, that I'm releasing. So you guys can just like have fun, you know, at least like in the couple of days that we have left waiting for Tekken 7. But as soon as Tekken 7 drops, you know, like it's gonna be crazy. Everyone's gonna be playing it, you know. So yeah, that's you know, the main kind of things that I've added for you guys to try out. Power crushes and all of the screw moves. So have fun. Also, you might have seen some other things. So like I said, there's a rage always on code that you can activate. Obviously you might want to turn it off, like if you're doing like Ghost Battle or something, but like normally, you know, there's a stance that you might have seen in the comment video, which is that activates rage. Yeah. Yeah, so that's back 1 plus 2. So I've just kept that in there, like if at any time, you know, like you don't have rage always on. It's also just like a stance or like a taunt. So that's 1 taunt, back 1 plus 2. Activates her rage. Unless you have like the rage always on thing, which is, you know, convenient for practice mode. But yeah, she also has 1 plus 2+3, which is this. It doesn't do anything, it's just a taunt. You know, a nice little kind of Easter egg that, you know, you saw at the end of my combo video. There's also 1+3+4, so the same input as Brian's taunt. And this is a grab, this is a throw parry. So yeah, so I don't know, like, it's a neat little idea. Like, who knows if like they'd ever implement anything like that for Anna, but I thought it'd be cool if she had like an easy, I mean, she has cat stance, so technically for a grab parry, all you have to do is back +3, to be honest. So like, maybe this is a bit redundant. Maybe this is a bit redundant, but hey, you know, it's just a nice little thing, you know, nice little kind of like addition. Oops. Throw parry. Someone mentioned it should be more damage. I agree, but like, again, it's gonna require more work. But yeah. So yeah. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I just thought that I would kind of get these out for you guys, and just to thank you again, you know, for supporting me. I did this, you know, this project, you know, it was kind of around Christmas time, you know, I kind of like discovered like the whole mod scene for Tekken 6, and like I was just amazed, you know, I was like, wow, because we were already like, you know, impatient for Tekken 7, and like, you know, all these guys were doing all this stuff, like Sadamitsu, you know, again, an amazing guy, you know, needless to say, you know, did all of this stuff with like, you know, Kirimomi or screw moves, you know, power crush, added all of this stuff to Tekken 6, and it's just like, it was crazy. So I, you know, immersed myself in it, you know, just really kind of got immersed in it, and like ended up making a few things of my own. So I can only kind of thank the, you know, Tekken 6 modding community for what they've done, and yeah, and you know, all of you guys for like supporting me and supporting them. And yeah, I honestly didn't think I'd get this far, you know, like you know, I've got quite a few subscribers, you know, because of like my combo video and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, I feel a bit, I don't know, it's like, I like Tekken obviously, but like, you know, I'm not one of these like really kind of like hardcore like fans of Tekken, you know, I'm just more or less a hobbyist, someone who just was like curious and picked it up, but like, but yeah, you know, so yeah, it's just kind of surprised me. I was like, fuck, like this is crazy, you know. But anyway, thank you very much guys for supporting me, and yeah, I'm not gonna kind of make this video too long, but yeah, you know, have a play around. Is there anything I've forgotten to mention? I don't think there is. Let me just think if there's anything else I should mention before I wrap this up, but like, yeah. Let's see. Is there okay, so all of the screw moves are here. I'm not going to do this actually. Yeah, okay. Too far to do like this, but yeah. Damn it. Yeah, in terms of like the rage drive, like timing, yeah, so yeah, this is one thing. It's like I kind of didn't really want to show this in the combo video, which is why I kind of hid it a bit. But like, yeah, it's the, you know, obviously like the actual player 2 animation is they're supposed to fall normally after they spin in the air once, right? And you know, people like who are doing like the Tekken 6, Tekken 7 mod, you know, they already have done this, you know, but like I just haven't gotten around to correcting it, you know. So like, yeah, so they do like a full kind of, so you can like launch them with rage drive and then like, yeah, combo them like a few seconds later, and it's still a combo. So like it's a bit of an imperfection, but like, you know, what can you do? Also, there's a weird thing. So like this, you know, obviously this works all the way around. You know, yeah, it works all the way around. Except on counter hit, like it has a weird pushback glitch, which is like they don't get pushed back, which is weird because normally, like, yeah, they get pushed back slightly. But yeah, but again, it's just a small thing. I'm not really sure what causes that, and it's not like really anything major. But I thought I'd mention it. Also, like technically speaking, like, you know, they're not really supposed to drift away like that when you smack them on the ground. They're supposed to like be pinned in place more or less. But like, it's part of like it's a remnant of like the kind of animation before this one. You know, so like so normally like the animation would be this. You know, die swapped, and there's a bit of pushback, and like, you know, obviously, yeah, like that kind of remained when I coded it. So like, again, it's just a small thing, but I think it's pretty cool because like you chase them down with like full crouch forward 1, which is really cool, or full crouch forward 2. Awesome, right? But yeah, the timing's a bit slower than regular cat stance 1+2, like in terms of recovery, you know, obviously because it's a rage drive. And as you saw in the combo video, yeah, also like they have a slower guard, so it's like, I think it's still plus frames, but like it wouldn't be as crazy as if it was like just cat stance 1+2, because obviously, you know, I just thought I would like kind of beef both of those up, you know, because it is a rage drive, you know, it should recover slower, and the opponent should be stunned more, you know, even if they block it. So it has that stun, whereas regular, oh, it's back 1+2, obviously, you know, like if all of you who've watched the combo video know, like the rage drive input is back 1+2. You can do it from anything that's any situation where you transition into cat stance, or like my new string of quarter circle forward 3-3 1+2. So, you know, you can do it after this. You know, you can do it after forward 3. Yeah. So yeah. Although there's a bit of a weird thing, which is like, currently I'm not using my instabound thing because I was just, you know, I'm just like playing regular. I think it's because I just wanted like this ender, you know, and it's just like, it's just safer to go into cat stance like this. So like I've just kind of gotten used to like the original again, but yeah. But I do have an instabound version, and like the instabound version, if you do forward 3 to the back and then you do the rage drive back 1+2, then like you can see there, like you can delay forward 3 like massively and still still combo. But like if you do it like ASAP basically after this, if you have the instabound activated, then actually it causes them to bound. So it actually causes them to bound. So it has the same effect as forward 3-2, which is unintentional, obviously. Like, you know, it's a bit of a weird thing because, like, obviously, like, you know, the animation that player 2 has when you do forward 3, you know, with the instabound activated, like obviously it's meant to be quite long, you know. But like, yeah, but the side effects is that like if you do this, then it causes them to be bound, like traditional bound, you know. So like that's a bit of a, you know, I guess you could say glitch, you know, that's unintentional, but unfortunately, you know, again, I haven't had I haven't had a chance to look at it. But aside from that, yeah, the rage, that's the rage drive, you know. Oh, in terms of rage, so I have, aside from the rage always on that you can activate, it's the very top code. So like if you want to activate that, then just switch it on. Yeah, but like in terms of how rage actually, you know, I'm actually using the code from the Tekken 7 mod, that activates Rage at 45 HP. So like, you know, at about the same time that it would activate for Tekken 7. The thing is that, like, yeah, so you know, obviously you can use your Rage Drive then, but like, and the Rage will go away. But unfortunately, like, the Rage comes back, like, in the Tekken, when it gets to the Tekken 6 threshold. So like, when it gets to like a slither of health, then your Rage comes back. So you get 2 Rages basically. It comes back. Maybe I can show you real quick. But yeah, it comes back, but like, you can't use your Rage Drive. You can only use that once per round. Well, let me turn Rage off first, actually. Rage always on.
Get ready for the next.
Yeah, so, but you get Rage twice. You know, it's weird, but like, yeah. But you can only use Rage Drive once. So yeah, even if I just show you quickly, you know, I'll just get beat up. So eventually, yeah, he'll put me into Rage. I have access to my Rage Drive, but then once I've used it, Rage goes. But then if I get hit, I get Rage again. But if I press 1 back on +2, it doesn't come out. So you have to wait until the next round. So it's just a weird thing. You might think, oh, like a Rage came back, like, but yeah, you can only use Rage Drive once. It's just a weird, again, something, a bit of a bug from my programming, but so that's that. Aside from that, I think that's it. You know, I think that's it. I'm trying to think of anything else I haven't covered in the combo video that was there. Yeah, again, the Power Crush. It may not be exactly the same as it appears in Tekken 7, but like, yeah, generally speaking, you want to use it like pretty much just before your opponent attacks you. So that's the timing, at least for here. And sometimes, like, there are certain moves that will crush your Power Crush. You know, like, just certain moves have a certain timing to them, or like, for example, like a weird thing is like, if you have this string from E.ANNA and you do forward 4, it whiffs. Because unfortunately I've made forward 4 a high, you know, so so this should hit, but yeah. Yeah, because it's a high, it will whiff like a low hits like that. But yeah, other moves that have a weird timing to them, like I'm trying to think of a good example. There's certain moves like really long strings basically that will basically eat through the Power Crush. So like even like this, I think, will beat your Power Crush. Yeah, see, so it'll beat your Power Crush, which is annoying. You know, it really shouldn't, but like, yeah, again, it's like it's probably a bit of my programming, but it's also like how the Power Crush has been coded. But like, yeah, unless I'm just doing something wrong. Again, it's most likely like my own kind of programming fault. But like, yeah, so that's a finicky thing with the Power Crush. But yeah, you have 3 Power Crushes. You have all of your screw moves that you could possibly want. So you can mess around, you know, find some combos, whatever you want to do. You know. Doesn't do that, but yeah. I think that's it. Let's see, Power Crush I've covered. And all of the screw moves I've covered briefly. Yeah. That's pretty much it. You can get this combo, which is crazy. That's so easy to do. It's just 3-4 after it. But yeah. That doesn't quite reach. But you could technically do that. I mean, technically that's not supposed to be a screw move, but unfortunately it's a screw move. But yeah, so, okay. I would like to harp on infinitely about this, because, you know, again, thank you very much, guys, for supporting me. You know, and yeah, this was a really fun little like kind of project I took on board, and yeah, I think now that Tekken 7 is coming out, like I'm probably going to move on. You know, like again, like, you know, if anyone has any, you know, if you have any things that I haven't done that you might want to see, you can hit me up and like maybe I can you can have a look at them. But like in all honesty, like since Tekken 7 is around the corner, we'll probably all be playing Tekken 7 when it comes out. Whether or not Anna's actually in it, you know, again, fingers crossed, hopefully she is, but like even if she isn't, we'll all be playing Tekken 7, you know. So like, so yeah, you know, Tekken 7 is coming out, and also like, you know, I myself, this was always meant to be like a, you know, just something like I was like, oh, this is really cool, let me just try it, you know. It wasn't meant to be some serious endeavor or anything like that. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of, yeah, you know, retiring, I suppose, from this. But you know, again, it's not to say I'll never do it again. It's just like, you know, recently I've been doing other things, so you know, you might have seen that I posted a few like music things on this channel. So I've been doing a lot of music, which is something I really want to focus on going into the future, and like just other things I've been doing, you know. So yeah, but I wanted to give this kind of journey, you know, this project that I've undertaken somewhat of like a solid closure, you know, like just, hey, you know, here you guys go, you know. I wasn't able to complete the rage art, unfortunately, but like you have the rage drive and you have the screw moves. Hopefully Anna is revealed for Tekken 7 as, you know, one of the console characters, but we'll see, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited for Tekken 7, and I'm sure you guys are. But yeah, let's we're almost there. But yeah, once more, I know I sound like a fucking broken record, but thank you so much for supporting me. I'm happy to have, you know, contributed something of value. And yeah, and it isn't, you know, it isn't even me, it just goes to show like how much you guys care about the things that you care about, you know, Tekken and all of that stuff. So cool. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. And yeah, maybe I'll find you online for Tekken 7, I don't know, we'll see. But cool. I hope you guys are having a great day, and as always, peace out.